Friends, Cowboy Joe Boo here with the Joe Boo Report. And boy, it's game day morning here, and we are ready for the Dallas Cowboys kickoff. And boy, have the guys at NFL Network changed their tune. Now they're talking about the Dallas Cowboys running the table, Super Bowl favorite. Wow. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the Dallas Cowboys will get another victory. And remember, click over here on the picture of me and Sean Lee, so that way you can subscribe to the Joe Boo Report. Now let's go to that tape.
Thanks in part to the way this young man has shined to the role of starting quarterback. Could easily be 9-0 if only Terrence Williams didn't go out of bounds at the end of the game in week number 1, but there's been 8 wins in a row since then, including Pittsburgh.
Dallas high-flying with 7 wins in a row. Pittsburgh, 3 losses in a row. Badly in need of a win. He dumps it off on the screen right. Foot race.
And touchdown. How about that?
He got it like a missile. He steps aside. He's going to throw it long.
Touchdown, Dad. He hit a home run. Let's get started now. Zeke into the middle. Breaking free. 5. Walk the dog. So left. Eight wide open. Golly. Here we go. Run Zeke. Up the middle. He's gone. Zeke's gone. Goodbye, Zeke. Touchdown. The dogs got out. The Cowboys are going to steal one in Pittsburgh.
Brad Shan's calls have been fantastic. I really enjoyed Brad Shan. You can tell he's having fun. He's an all-timer. He is. He's an all-timer. You can tell he's having fun. And we are putting up the schedule right here for the Dallas Cowboys' remaining schedule. And we would have this about any team that goes into, again, week 11, Thanksgiving week, right before it, with 8 wins, most wins in the National Football League. So let's have a conversation that Michael Irvin definitely does not want to have, which is, will the Dallas Cowboys run the table? And first up in this conversation is Marshall. Will they run the table? Will they run the table?
I say no. I think week 17 at the Eagles, that is going to be the game for them. Up until then,
Wow, they'd have 14 straight wins going into that game.
I think so. And I believe it's going to be because they're going to have the bye, they're going to have things locked up, and they're going to have to make some decisions on, okay, let's rest some young guys. Let's take care of the team. It's going to be a maintenance thing.
Yeah, and I like that. But even though I will say that would worry me somewhat now. This is a young team. And I don't, running the table for this team, is it plausible? Yes, it is. Is it in their best interest? I don't believe it is. We all know, guys, when we win a game, it's kind of like, put it in the bank and we move on. But when you lose a game, you search yourself greater. There is greater things in this team. In order to touch it, they have to go through some struggles. I'm standing because my back hurts.
We were going to ask you that, Mike.
Yeah, it's easier to stand than talk.
I want you to answer, Coach. He said it's not a good thing to keep winning. Is that our coach's?
I didn't say that. I said no. This is a young. No, I didn't say it's not in their best interest to keep winning. We said run the table. You want to keep winning. Listen, we got a difference. We got
keep winning and run the table.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, there's a lot of difference. Run the table means win them all. Keep winning means you can lose one in here, reassess yourself, bring yourself back to focus, and then redirect.
He doesn't want to put the ziggy on him. He doesn't want to put the ziggy on him.
How you feel about that? When did keep winning include a loss?
Yeah, but keep winning. Is there a difference between keep winning and run the table, Marshall?
No.
Okay.
This is not Eminem, okay?
The Patriots keep winning, but they haven't read up running the table.
Coach has stats, guys.
Wait, let me pull that schedule back up.
We're talking about this season.
That was excellent acting.
Yes, that was well done.
Thank you.
You take the tablets just like Belichick.
Hey, only 7 teams have won 15 games, all right? So it's not going to happen. It's going to be hard, starting with today and then the rest of the games. But the one I'm looking at, guys, might be a selfish thing, but we're going to be there, and it's going to be a Thursday night football game at Minnesota. That's a heck of a defense. Yeah, that's a heck of a defense over there that the Vikings have. And Mike Zimmer is going to figure this thing out.
And you know what? Minnesota?
Yeah, well, I have. I saw when they were 5-0 and they were like kicking butt, and we're going to be there. That's going to be a hard one. Trap game. And then after that, let me pull up on further. And then they're at the Giants. The Giants beat them already this year, guys.
Well, let me give you this scenario right here. Here's another schedule for you. At the home for the Bears, at the Browns, at the Steelers. Let's say the Giants win them all. At the Steelers is a big one. Let's say they win them all,
That's
and
what
the
I'm saying.
Cowboys trip up just once
Right.
in the next 3 games.
It could be
That
next-
means the Giants would have the Cowboys in their house week 14.
For home.
With a
Chances
win,
tiebreaker,
they would sweep the season series.
Yeah.
They'd be in first place. The Cowboys would be looking at a wild card spot. That's all that has to happen in the next
All
10
that
weeks. That's
you've
all.
done.
I like it.
With all that they've done.
That's
Looking at a wild
I
card
mean, that's
spot.
entirely
Yeah.
feasible right there.
That would be bad if they get a wild card.
In the meantime, Mooch, just go ahead and
Maybe
look,
they'll just
look up
keep
the
winning.
difference between keep winning and run the table.
Right.
Can I stand
Right.
up to my back?
Keep winning doesn't mean run the table. I don't know why Marshall does stuff like that.
I'm just going to stand in
We're talking
solidarity
about
right
this
now.
season.
'Cause I've got
They
your
said
back.
this season.
Right.
You want to lock arms?
Keep winning means overall. Like it's keep winning.
Run the
Right.
table
To
means
keep
everything.
winning.
Let's
That
roll
means
it.
not
This is what
losing.
Tony Romo had to say.
Exactly.
I'll sit down for this.
There is a difference.
Your potential successor has arrived, injured 2 years in a row, and now in the mid-30s. The press is whispering, everyone has doubts. You've spent your career working to get here. Now we have to start all over. You almost feel like an outsider. The coaches are sympathetic, but they still have to coach, and you're not there. It's a dark place. You see, football is a meritocracy. You aren't handed anything. You earn everything, every single day, over and over again. You have to prove it. That's the way that the NFL, that's the way that football works. I think you all know something magical is happening to our team. I'm not going to allow this situation to negatively affect Dak or this football team by becoming a constant distraction. I think Dak knows that I have his back, and I think I know that he has mine.
James Slater, it is a rare early afternoon game in Arlington, Texas. Take it away.
Well, Rich, one can only imagine what's going through Tony Romo's mind this morning as he drove here to AT&T Stadium. You know, he hasn't been the backup quarterback in Dallas in 10 years. And I will tell you, players have to report here by 9:45 in the morning. He was about 5 minutes shy of missing that mark. And then we watched to see all the backup quarterbacks out here in the warm-ups. We saw Kellen Moore out here, Mark Sanchez, and Dak Prescott. Tony Romo wasn't out there, and he's still not out here on the field just yet. As he walked into the locker room, he was stoic, didn't really express a lot of pleasantries amongst us and the reporters. So you get the sense this is going to be a difficult day for him. And Ian Rappaport, our NFL insider, he's been covering this. He's got a little bit more insight into this. Ian, what are you hearing?
Well, thanks, Jane. My understanding for Dak Prescott, who is still entrenched as the Cowboys starter, is that he has a long leash to remain the Cowboys starter. This is not a week-to-week proposition. This is not a one-game tryout. He is the starter, and it would take something like a, say, 4-game losing streak for the Cowboys for Dak Prescott to be replaced by Tony Romo. They do believe he is their franchise quarterback. He checks every box. As for Romo, we start to look at where he might end up next year as the Cowboys will look to trade him. My understanding is Romo already has eyes on the Denver Broncos. If they do, like they did with Peyton Manning, decide to bring in a veteran quarterback, and Paxton Lynch is simply not ready. That is one team to keep an eye on, the Bears, the Arizona Cardinals. Another team, I'm also told that retiring is a possibility for Tony Romo, a decision he'll have to make, Rich, at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 2 young kids. I'm sure he never thought he would be in any way, shape, or form